5 years ago, I built my son his first real bed, and it was great. It was a queen with a twin loft above it, perfect for sleepovers. But he's almost 15 now, so that bed is just not cutting it anymore. So today we're gonna be building him a modern floating bed that is clean, minimal, and functional. The plan is to include built-in nightstands, hidden storage, and RGB LED lighting underneath the bed to create that floating effect. My wife actually came up with this design, which means that it's gonna be amazing. I just have to figure out how to build it. And I think he's gonna love it, but there's only one way to find out. Let's get started. We're gonna start on the headboard first, and I've actually gone ahead and already cut down all of this lumber. Essentially, the headboard is gonna be made up of 1x12s, and I've got this 2x4 frame on the back. Now, for the top 2x4, I actually cut an edge off of that on a 45, and that's gonna act like a French cleat when we go to install this headboard to the wall. The other thing is the headboard is going to be also incorporated in the headboard is going to be the 2 nightstands. So I'm gonna actually let Jamie kind of put this all together, and I'm gonna get started on the nightstands themselves so then we can mount those to the headboard. Let's go. While we're doing that, I just wanted to hop on here and say thanks so much for watching. It really does mean a lot to us. And honestly, we couldn't do this without you guys. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that too. It really helps with the whole YouTube algorithm and stuff. Anyway, let's get back to the build. The headboard and the nightstands are fully assembled and ready to go. However, we're gonna need to stain those before we can actually install the drawer boxes and the drawer fronts. Now, before we stain, I wanted to move on and kind of get the rest of this wrapped up so that we can kind of stain everything together. The other thing that I did was I actually went ahead and cut some holes in the tops, and those are gonna be for some recessed outlets and USBs, just for charging devices and whatnot. I thought that was a nice touch. With that set to the side, now we're gonna move on to some storage drawers. One request that my son had for his bed was more storage. So in the end of the bed, we're actually gonna build a plywood box that's gonna house 2 drawers, 2 big 24-inch deep drawers. And that way the footboard, the faux footboard, is gonna have 2 pieces that you can pull out and access those drawers, because he really does need that additional storage. So I'm gonna get on that right now, and I've actually got some UV finished plywood, which gives me that nice durable finish that's also glossy and doesn't require any finishing on my part, which is nice. All right, let's go. Now, I've been using track saws for a while now, and I really love the track saw. It just cuts really nicely, but it has always been corded. And recently, Craig came out with a whole line of cordless tools, and this is the one that I probably love the most. The fact that I don't have to be working around a cord and whatnot, it just makes it so much easier. And honestly, this has got to be the safest way to break down plywood. Now, before I get started on the assembly, I wanted to take a second to introduce you to the sponsor of this video, Laundry Sauce. When they initially reached out, I thought to myself, how good could laundry detergent actually be? Spoiler alert, it's amazing. You see, Laundry Sauce uses signature scents created by the world's top perfumers. We landed on the signature package in the scent Egyptian Rose, which comes with laundry detergent pods, scented dryer sheets, scent booster, and fabric softener. Our favorite way to use laundry sauce is on bedding and towels because not only does it smell luxurious, but it lasts for a really long time. These pods are pre-measured, so it's easy. Just toss one in and start the washer. And the scent, it actually smells like perfume and not detergent. And it's not just covering smells, it's actually cleaning. Stains come out, fabrics feel fresh, and it's made without dyes, parabens, or harsh chemicals. So it works for the whole family. Thank you to Laundry Sauce for partnering with me. If you guys want to learn more, make sure you scan that QR code or head on over to their website and use the code ROGUEENGINEER15 to upgrade your laundry game today, especially if you've got kids. All right, let's get back to the build. Okay, so the way that this box is going to work out is obviously we're just going to have a top and a bottom, and then I'm going to have 3 dividers, one for each end and one for the middle. That way we'll have 2 nice big drawers. So I've already gone ahead and marked my lines here for where my middle divider is going to go. We want to get this dead on center and make sure that it's nice and square. That way our drawers don't have any issues. So like I said, pocket holes are drilled, and what I like to do is for things like this is I'll actually take a speed square. In this case, I've got a nice large speed square, and that way I can rest this board up against it. And then when I go to screw this in, there's not going to be any movement. It's not going to shift from side to side. It'll stay nice and square and where I want it. And then for that other side, we'll flip it around and transition that square over to the other side. So I am going to add a little glue here, but I don't know how much this is actually going to help because of that coating that is on the plywood itself. So let's go ahead and get this screwed in. So I've got my 2 drawer slides here, and this is my trick for building drawer boxes or getting the width right, is to actually just go ahead and stack up all of these pieces and then measure across. We are at just under 27 inches. So we're gonna cut the fronts and the backs at just under 27 inches, and hopefully that'll be it. With the drawers out of the way, now we're gonna move on to the platform itself. Now this bed is actually going to be sitting up on top of a recessed 2x4 platform. So essentially the 2x4s are gonna be up on their side, so 3.5 inches high, and they're gonna be recessed a little bit back. That way, it kind of gives that floating bed effect, but also we're gonna mount some LEDs underneath of that to kind of match the whole vibe that my son's going for. All right, so let's cut some 2x4s. I got that platform put together, and as you can see, I've already gone ahead and done some other things, but I've got a little mock-up here. You see the side rails are 2x12s, and then that continues all the way around. These are gonna be our drawer fronts, which are some pretty beefy drawer fronts, but they are 2x12s as well. Now, this box with the drawers is going to support the foot of the mattress. For the upper half, or the head of the mattress, I actually went ahead and built a little frame with some slats in it. That's just a 2x4 frame with 1x4 slats. So right now we've got a ton of sanding and staining ahead of us to make this thing look as best as possible. Today is installation day and I am actually really excited about this. This is the first time we've actually used a solid wood stain, and Minwax makes one. This turned out really good on all of this. I'm just excited about how everything's coming together. So now we've got to install the headboard. We're gonna do that first. And essentially, if you remember, I had the French cleat cut on the back of this. So I need to mount the other side of that to the wall. And I've already gone ahead and marked the height that I need to. But essentially, I'm gonna find some studs and anchor two of these into the wall, and then we'll come back and hang that headboard on. Once we get the headboard on, then we can go ahead and install the nightstands before we move on to the bed frame. Let's go. Before I install my drawers, I'm actually going to route this outlet. This is just a recessed outlet that I got off of Amazon, but it's cool because it's got multiple USBs and the plugs, whatever. Needless to say, the cord is gonna come inside the box and I need to run the cable through the headboard and out through a little pocket that I made right here. So I'm gonna drill a big old hole right below here. I hope I can get this cord out all right. There it is. All right, so we got the headboard and the nightstands installed, and it is looking really good. These little power strips worked out perfectly in the back. And then one of the features that my son asked for specifically was these push to open drawers. And I really like that feature. I think it is a nice clean look. There's no handles on the front, and it kind of goes with the overall minimalist vibe. Now, I have never installed these before, and it is a little bit unique because you have to inset the drawer face so that you can actually push the drawer in to open it. But overall, it worked out great, and I think he's gonna like it. But now we're gonna move on to the bed frame itself. So I'm gonna bring that platform in here, and then the drawer boxes, and kind of get everything lined up along with the sides and whatnot. And hopefully this is gonna go quick. Let's see how it goes. So the last piece of this puzzle just came in, and that is these reading lights. We actually found these on Amazon, and if you're looking for any of the products that we use throughout this bed build, I'm gonna have all those linked below. But essentially, these are gonna be mounted right here. I've just gotta drill a hole in this headboard and route the wire down behind the headboard and connect to that power strip under the bed. But the nice thing about these is they are adjustable, so you can kind of angle them however you want, and they've got a nice little dimmer switch on the unit itself. So we'll go ahead and get one mounted on each side. I've already gone ahead and laid out where we need them, and then we'll get this bed wrapped up. So here is our finished bed. I absolutely love how it turned out. The RGB lights around the base of the bed have a bunch of different colors and modes that you can choose from, and they really give it that floating effect. Not only that, but we managed to get some storage in the foot of the bed, which I know is gonna come in use. But honestly, my favorite part has gotta be the floating headboard and nightstands. Those push to open drawer fronts that my son mentioned that he wanted really turned out great, and I love the whole minimalistic look. But we didn't stop there. We've got the built-in charging outlets in the back back of the nightstands, which I think are gonna be obviously very useful, as well as the reading lights in the headboard. So I hope you guys liked this video and all of the features that we packed into this bed for my son. Until next time, be safe and happy building.